One of the biggest issues with the current state of education in the US has been standardized testing, especially in grade school. On top of sometimes dominating course curriculum, standardized testing can provoke anxiety, anger, and stress, regardless of how they are used. Even though the use of standardized testing has been popularly used for so many years, the question still stands: do standardized tests do more harm than good for students? To answer this big question, first we need to ask, exactly how many standardized tests are US students taking each year? A 2015 article from the Washington Post, sourcing its information from the Council of Great City Schools, reports that on average, students in the US from larger urban schools take around 112 mandated standardized tests between pre-K and 12th grade, with 8th graders weighing in at around 26 hours of testing during that school year. This doesn't even include the time that educators need to prep their students for the tests, which takes a considerable amount of time away for them to be able to get the mandated curriculum. Many times, this is a debate within the world of education.
School is starting across the valley and around the state today, and along with that morning bell comes the growing debate over standardized testing.
We're forced to read from a script. We're not allowed to differentiate. We're not allowed to do what we know is best for the kids.
Testing season is always stressful for students, parents, and teachers. But this year, the state's teachers union says the testing was considerably worse.
As a result of the debates that have taken place, the Department of Education put forth an action plan in 2015 and 16 to reduce the amount of standardized testing so that they could focus more on the quality of the tests and to understand what exactly they were measuring. So, are there no positive benefits to standardized testing? Despite the drawbacks talked about, there are some instances where a standardized test can provide help to students in the long run. Because tests such as the ACT and SAT are used in the college admission process, it warrants a reason to practice test-taking skills to reduce anxiety in these high-stakes tests, since they are not likely to go away anytime soon. In these occasional positive uses of standardized tests, it is important to avoid over-relying on them or reading too much into the single score put on a student. Even though there are positives as well, the kind of emphasis we're currently experiencing on sorting and ranking kids across entire states, and even across the country, the standardized tests may be counterproductive, not just to our educational goals, but to how we are designed as people. Because we are all so widely different, how can we use one test across the US to judge our success?